America, we got to get back to doing what's expected of us as free citizens in this democracy. That means being tolerant, being respectful, staying informed, and being engaged. I'm former Congressman Joe Walsh. Follow me here and join the millions of Americans who are renewing their social contract with each other. The social contract, it's on us. Hey, it's Friday. I'm going to try to hit 4 quick topics today. Hello, TikTok. 4 things today that I want to get off of my chest this Friday. Let's start here. And if you feel like I'm taking us back too far, tough. Deal with it. There was an election 4 years ago, 4 years and 2 months ago, there was an election in America. And for the first time in American history, the losing candidate for president of the United States refused to accept the result. 4 years and 2 months ago, for the first time in American history, in an American presidential election, the losing candidate said, fuck it, no. I will not accept the result. I will not accept the will of the people. I will not concede. I will not participate in the peaceful transfer of power. Donald Trump did all of that. The only time it's ever happened in American history. And then the story goes, Trump did much worse. Not only did he not accept the result, not only did Donald Trump give his middle finger to the American people, not only did he not have the courage or the balls to stand in front of the American people and do what every other losing candidate for president in American history has done before and after him, and said, I accept it, I lost, he won, I concede. Not only did Donald Trump not have the courage and the love of country to do that, Donald Trump then used the powers of his office and committed crimes to try to overthrow the election result. Donald Trump lied about the election result, which directly led to January 6th. January 6th was a violent attempt to overthrow an American election. That had never happened before in America. That had never happened before. People, Americans, rising up, all incited by Trump's lies, all incited by Donald Trump's dangerous rhetoric, and people stormed the United States Capitol on January 6th and tried to violently stop the official certification of that election result and tried to violently overthrow that election result. January 6th was an ugly day, a horrible day, an utterly un-American day, all incited by, encouraged by Donald Trump 4 years, 2 months ago. 5 years ago, 4 years ago this month, 4 years ago this upcoming Monday, 4 years ago this upcoming Monday, January 6th, Donald Trump sat on his fat ass in the White House and laughed about what was going on and absolutely loved it, as testified by all of his aides. As the Capitol was under attack 4 years and 3 days from now, 4 years ago, this January 6th, this Monday, as the Capitol was under attack, as law enforcement officers were under attack, as violent insurrectionists were looking for Mike Pence to hang him, were looking for Nancy Pelosi to hang her, Donald Trump sat in the White House and just soaked it all in and did nothing. That's all a lead into Joe Biden yesterday gave Liz Cheney a medal, the second highest civilian award a president can give, for Liz Cheney's exemplary deeds of service to her country and to her fellow citizens. January 6th happened because of Donald Trump. Congress investigated. Congress conducted an investigation, as they should have. For a day, about a day, that had never happened before in American history. What led to January 6th? What did Trump do that led to January 6th? What did Trump do on January 6th to not make any effort to stop what was happening? Liz Cheney deserved that medal Joe Biden gave her yesterday. Liz Cheney threw away her political career at great personal risk, at great professional risk. Liz Cheney put her country first by being a leading voice on the January 6th committee to try to get answers to what happened on January 6th. Obviously, MAGA and all of Trump's supporters are irate because Joe Biden gave Liz Cheney that award, that presidential medal yesterday. Liz Cheney deserves that award. She put her country first. She did what she could do to pursue the truth, knowing that she was throwing away her political career. Liz Cheney deserved that medal, no matter how much MAGA screams. And by the way, Donald Trump deserves a jail cell. Donald Trump was indicted also criminally for committing crimes trying to overthrow that election. But because Donald Trump is becoming president in 2 weeks, those indictments were dropped. Not because Trump didn't deserve to be criminally convicted, but because the Justice Department, following Justice Department policy, dropped for now those indictments because Donald Trump is becoming president. But make no mistake, January 6th was a bad day, a horrible day that should never, ever be downplayed. It was a violent attempt to overthrow an American election. Damn it. That can never be downplayed. Donald Trump gave us January 6th. Liz Cheney deserves the medal she got yesterday. And Donald Trump, for committing crimes, trying to overthrow an American election, he doesn't deserve any praise. He doesn't deserve a medal. He shouldn't be being sworn in 2 weeks as president. Donald Trump deserves a jail cell. Thank you, Liz Cheney, for what you did. Topic number 2, TikTok. Look, I was on CNN last night, and I said last night, I don't expect any drama today. The House will pick their next speaker in about an hour or two. And everybody's expecting what we saw with Kevin McCarthy last year, Mike Johnson, Republican chaos, Republican drama. Republicans can't decide who their speaker is, Republican infighting. I said on CNN last night, I don't expect any of that. I think Republicans will line up. This is Trump's party. Trump does not want chaos. Trump, more than anything, wants his election victory certified on January 6th, right? Great irony. Trump committed crimes 4 years ago to prevent an election result from being certified. Donald Trump wants nothing to get in the way of his victory being certified in 3 days. But because of that, I don't expect any drama today. I expect Mike Johnson to be certified. I expect Mike Johnson to be voted in as speaker on the first ballot. Because this is all about Trump. And Trump, it's Trump's party. I acknowledge that. Trump is working the phones hard to line up the Marjorie Taylor Greens and everybody on his right flank to do the right thing and get behind Mike Johnson and make Mike Johnson speaker. I could be wrong. It could go on for days, weeks. But I don't think so. I think before you go to bed tonight, we'll have a speaker and his name will be Mike Johnson. But I know this. I don't expect TikTok, a lot of chaos and drama today from these Republicans. But man, oh man, I expect a whole boatload of chaos and drama these next 2 years in the House under Republican rule. Because this is what Republicans are. This is who they are. Trump, MAGA, Mike Johnson. Man, they excel when they're in the opposition. They excel when they can yell at that evil thing over there, when they can yell about Biden, be in opposition to the left, be in opposition to Muslims, be in opposition to people coming into this country illegally, be in opposition to the radical communist democratic agenda. MAGA and Trump excel doing shit like that. But when MAGA and Trump actually have to govern, whoops, hello. MAGA and Trump don't do very well with that. MAGA and Trump don't govern very well. They were made to stand over there on the sidelines and yell about the people in charge, yell about the people governing. But put MAGA and Trump in charge, make them the ones governing. They can't do it. And look, Republicans have a slim majority. So the next 2 years are going to be just a shit fest, are just going to be a clown show, just going to be utter chaos, utter drama, utter incompetence, because this is who they are. There like is no governing philosophy among Trump and MAGA. It's just I'm Donald Trump. I'm mad at everybody who opposes me. I'm going to seek revenge for everybody who went after me. That's what these next 2 years are going to be like. And to a large degree, that's what the House looked like these last 2 years under Republican rule. Expect more of the same. Expect just an absolute shitfest with these Republicans in charge of the House these next 2 years. And hopefully the American people are paying attention. And hopefully the American people will boot them out of control in 2026. Hey, I got to say this, and I'm going to probably repeat this. This, by the way, is the third thing I've got to get off of my chest this Friday. Hello, MAGA on Facebook. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Jarrett. I got to get this off my chest. And I'm going to say this every day between today and when Donald Trump is sworn in. Man, Donald Trump should thank Joe Biden every single freaking day for the great economy that Donald Trump is inheriting, the great economy that Biden is giving to Trump, the great world that Biden is giving to Trump. Trump's inheriting a great hand. And the American people need to be reminded of this every single day. Donnie Jr., Trump's boy, tweeted out yesterday that, oh my God, the headlines are so terrible. I cannot wait for January 20th to be here. So said Donnie Jr. What a strange thing to tweet. The headlines are terrible? Excuse me, I don't know where to start. The American economy is kicking ass and has been kicking ass for 3 years by every indicator. In fact, MAGA may not know this. America, by far, by every economic indicator, by far has had the best post-COVID economic recovery of any industrialized nation. Not even close. The stock market has been up and kicking ass for 3 years. Employment in America has been up and kicking ass for 3 years. The employment participation rate in America has been up and kicking ass for 3 years. Americans are just bombarded with disposable income. How do we know that? Americans are spending money, and they have for the past 2 years more than ever before. Oh my God, by every indicator. And we talk about inflation, the cost of stuff. Do you know that the inflation rate in America peaked 2 years ago? And inflation in America has been heading down consistently for 2 years? Donnie Jr., I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Trump is being handed a great economy that he has had nothing to do with. By every single indicator, the economy's kicking ass. And I love it when MAGA says smoke and mirrors. All the polling shows that Trump supporters believe the economy sucks, but Trump supporters are utterly unaware of how well the economy is doing. The economy is doing great. I'm going to remind the American people of this every day. Trump is inheriting a great economy. What else? Crime. Crime is down and has been down post-COVID now for the last 2 to 3 years. Crime is down across the board. Violent crime, gun crime, it's all down. Yes, Biden fucked up at the border the first 2.5, 3 years, but encounters at the border now, they've been down for the past year and a half. They're below where they were when Trump left office. Encounters with people illegally at our border at levels below where they were when Trump left office. My God, American leadership abroad, America's been no stronger. We've led a 3.5-year effort to support Ukraine in their fight against Putin. America's led that effort as strong as ever. Israel was attacked over a year ago. America has been Israel's strongest ally and supporter as Israel defends itself. Man, American leadership abroad is as strong as it's ever been. Trump is being handed that. And obviously, Junior tweeted that out yesterday. Life sucks. Life sucks, man. I can't wait for January 20th because life sucks under Biden. Again, utterly the opposite of how life is right now. I'm sure Junior tweeted that out because of the New Orleans terrorist attack. I will just remind everybody that Donald Trump said during the campaign, he lied. Donald Trump said during the campaign that there were 0 terrorist attacks in America when he was president. Trump said that. An utter lie. Dozens and dozens of Americans were killed in terror attacks in America when Trump was president. In fact, there were a number of ISIS-inspired terror attacks in America when Trump was president. So what happened in New Orleans a few days ago, that happened a number of times when Trump was president. Just a reminder, America, things are really, really good in America. Donald Trump is being dealt a great hand. Final thought to head into the weekend. Hello, TikTok. Be brave. Be brave. I say that to end every one of my shows. Why do I say that? Because it takes courage to speak the truth. It takes courage to go against the extremes. It takes courage politically to do the right thing. That phrase, be brave, that I use every day is especially important now because in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we are going to have an authoritarian sworn in as America's next president. We're going to have a guy sworn in who has said he wants to become an authoritarian. He wants to be a dictator. He wants to shut down media outlets he doesn't like. He wants to imprison his political opponents. It's easy to feel hopeless in the face of an authoritarian. To be an American citizen and to have an authoritarian in the White House, it's easy to feel hopeless. In fact, hopelessness and fear, man, those are the things an authoritarian uses to try to keep us down, to try to keep us dispirited. An authoritarian just thrives when we feel hopeless. Trump's going to have control of the House, the Senate. He's got the Supreme Court. Make no mistake about it. He's going to try to act like a dictator from day one. And he's going to get away with a lot of bad shit. And we are all going to be inclined to just go like this and say there's nothing we can do. It all sucks. The first thing we can do to counter this feeling of hopelessness, to counter a dictator, a would-be king, a would-be authoritarian, is to make a conscious effort to be brave. To not check out, to not close the shades, close the door, but to be brave and to put yourself out there every single day. To stand up in the public square and say, I oppose that. I oppose what that is. There are no kings in America. We do not have kings in America, no dictators here. I'm going to stand up in the public square and I'm going to oppose him. I'm going to resist him. He's an authoritarian. He's a dictator. Not mine. He's not mine. He's not my president. The first step in fighting back against an authoritarian is to consciously be brave. To tell yourself to be brave. And it's hard. My God, I do it every day. It exhausts me every day. And I'm not 30 years old anymore. I wish I were. It's hard. But to wake up every day, and we're going to have to wake up every day for the next 4 years if we want to save this democracy against a king, against an ignorant authoritarian, against an ignorant, traitorous dictator. We're going to have to wake up every day and tell ourselves to be brave. And then we're going to have to act that out. And we'll figure out as we go how the resistance to Trump's authoritarianism will manifest itself. We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out. But right now, tell yourself to be brave. Go to bed at night and say, I'm going to be brave tomorrow. I know you got lives to live. You've got kids to raise. You've got money to make. I get all of that. We all do. I'm not asking you to devote 20 hours a day, 7 days a week to the resistance. I'm just asking you to be brave every single day. If that's 2 minutes every single day, if that's one post on your social media platform every single day, identifying yourself in the public square, I'm going to be brave. I oppose a king in America. I oppose a dictator. I oppose an authoritarian. If it's 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, 1 hour a day, 6 hours a day, whatever it takes, every day you have to publicly identify, I have to publicly identify as a brave American. I'm not going to go quietly into that night. I'm not going to give up this thing we call our democracy. This thing that Trump would get rid of if he could. That's step 1. We'll talk about steps 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 down the road. But heading into this weekend, step 1 for all of us, as the sun comes into my face, TikTok, is for all of us to every day tell ourselves, remind ourselves to be brave. An authoritarian wants us to feel hopeless. No fucking way. We're going to be brave. Every day. Every day. We'll figure it out from there. Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. Again, this is The Social Contract with Joe Walsh. Tell all your friends about it. If you want to shoot me an email, do joewalshwhiteflag@gmail.com. That's all one word, joewalshwhiteflag@gmail.com. Have a great weekend, everybody, and be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been The Social Contract.